They're all nerds.
Yeah.
We're not happy when we're losing.
The unawareness is crazy.
Big, bulky hands.
Yeah.
Doesn't count for me.
Feels like I'm better than all the guys in there. So.
The tea comes out.
It's like the sticker on my water bottle says, Esports for everybody.
Yep.
West Side. GVSU Esports is a place to be, gaming it up in the LEC, and we stay posting weekly on YT. And if you ain't rocking with us, that's pretty sucky, because today on Laker LAN, LuckyDucky.
What is up, GVSU Esports, dude? We are here with another episode of the Laker LAN podcast, bro. The #1 podcast at Grand Valley. In my opinion.
Have you seen Philly's podcast? The Shazzy faculty?
It is not as good.
Actually.
Yeah, exactly. You haven't. I haven't. Ain't nobody seen that. The Laker LAN podcast is the #1 podcast at Grand Valley.
Sure.
I just declared that.
Sure.
You know,
president.
Yeah, exactly. You know, back in the day, when Logan Paul's new podcast came out, and Paul said he used to say that, bro.
Paul.
He used to say, "Welcome back. This is the #1 podcast in the world." That wasn't true. It wasn't true.
It's puffery. It's puffery.
It's the #1 esports podcast in the world. So it is, dude. We all know here at GVSU Sports, we're the #1 program in all of the entire universe.
Yes, that's true.
It is, dude.
Except for like Maryville, you know. So,
nah, dude.
It's not time for that. Anyways, we've got a lot of really great things planned for this episode.
Dude, we
have a special interview today with LuckyDucky.
Yes.
We have some games, and then we touch on a little bit of VCT.
Just a little bit. You know, we've really gone like broad into VCT like multiple times. So
Game changer.
just a little, yeah, like a little taste of like VCT with game changers included in there. You know, we hope you watched the Minecraft episode from last week. That one was so much
that was fun. That one is probably the most fun. And I watched that one. I don't usually watch them.
Yeah,
I watched that one.
It was good, dude. It was amazing. And I think next week, if you guys are tuning in next week, we're gonna have a Pokemon podcast as well. So check in for the Pokemon podcast. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. I don't know if there's any like huge, I guess, like esports news for us to cover. So
I don't think so.
I mean, maybe we just go right into the interview today.
NA Game Changer started 2 days ago. So
Yeah. Yep.
I haven't watched it at all because I don't watch Pro Valorant really, but
Fair enough.
yeah.
So
we'll
go right into the interview. Abby, we're so grateful to have you on the Laker LAN podcast this week. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Awesome.
Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. We're not going to talk about anything that happened.
No technical difficulties here. There have been nothing with the club recently either. There's been no technical difficulties whatsoever.
Zero technical difficulties.
We're professionals.
Yeah, we are actually.
So,
Yes.
Abby, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm 21 years old. This is my second year at GV. I've been affiliated with the Esports Club my whole time that I've been here. And
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So, how did you decide on Grand Valley? Is it close to home? Why did you decide Grand Valley?
it is close to home. I currently live at home
Okay.
while I go to GV.
Yeah.
I had a couple friends that were coming here, and
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. Yeah. It was quite far for me, but
It was quite far from me too.
that's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
You got like a whole extra hour, but anyways, we digress. So did you know that GVSU Esports existed before you came to Grand Valley?
yes.
You did.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
How did you find it?
Through a friend of mine.
Okay.
Cool.
Fair enough.
And is that person the same person who got you into Valorant?
It is, yes. Yep.
It's a tale as old as time.
Crazy how that
This
works.
time.
Really.
Cool. So, how do you feel this past season went on the Game Changers team?
I think it was great. It was
Okay.
a lot of fun. It was a lot different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The previous year, I was the sub
Yes.
instead of being on the main roster.
Yeah.
Sub to captain.
Being captain, yeah.
Big ups.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. So it was a really fun season.
Yeah. So, do you feel like that came with like a lot of responsibility being like the team captain, or not really?
Yeah, I mean, it's like inherent, comes with the job, comes with the territory.
Yeah.
but I kind of wanted that sort of
Yeah,
role
the
within the
yes,
team,
dude.
and it's it's fun to be in charge and
Yeah.
Yeah.
call the shots, and
Yeah, absolutely.
I love knowing what's going on all the time. So I get to know what's
Being
going
in the know.
I personally also really appreciate just always having information.
Yes. The most information available.
Yes, please.
All the time. Well, that's super cool. What are like the vibes, like for anybody who's never, I guess, watched any of the Game Changer streams, what are like the vibes inside the GC, like the games?
we're always having fun.
Yeah.
Like it's a couple of the games at the end of the season this year got really, really chaotic.
Okay.
And it was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chaotic and just like gameplay or what?
Yeah, like, you go and you watch the stream
Yeah.
over and you're like, I have no idea
Yeah.
what just happened that round.
That last game that I streamed like personally because
Yeah.
we couldn't get a GV stream, that was crazy. That was a 3-map banger.
Mm-hmm.
And that last map was insane.
Yes.
I was a big fan.
Dude, that's what I mean. That's like that's why some people hate Valorant, because you're watching it and there's 87 abilities
Yep.
on your screen at one time, and you actually don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and it's just as bad when you're up here casting.
No,
Like,
yes.
so much happens. Some rounds you're just like, well,
And not only are you just watching it, you're trying to tell the people who are watching it what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know, bro. There's 5 ults going down. There's tons of other abilities. This guy's flashed. Jet's dashing out. What's going on? I have no
Yeah.
idea.
double satchel towards main.
People are dying.
Yeah.
We have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
None.
So there's a lot going on, but that's cool. I always appreciate how whenever we cut to the player cams, you guys are always smiling, happy, even if you're losing. You guys are just kind of happy to be there, which is super awesome.
Something I can't say about myself.
Nor the rest of our
Team. Yeah. We're not happy when we're losing.
no,
Yeah. It's
or winning actually. So.
it's hard to be that way.
Yeah. No, it's super admirable. That's super admirable. So
Something that came naturally to you guys, or did it just kind of like develop?
So, the first semester this past year, we did participate in the Aurora series,
Yeah.
which is a GC only
Yep.
tournament.
Yep.
And it's not at all separated by skill.
yeah,
And so we kind of got beat to a pulp
yep.
very badly.
I remember those games.
Yeah.
I remember those games.
It was something.
So you practice made perfect, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you're gonna be upset,
Yeah.
then why are you even there?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We had an experience like that my freshman year. We played in CF1.
Okay.
Was a conference that we were in first semester, and I started off bronze 2.
All of you guys were bronze.
We were
yeah,
all
except me.
bronze. Ben was gold. Like, this was way back in the day, freshman year. Okay, CF1. We were getting placed in games against Immortals and all this other garbage. It was not fun.
Yeah.
It was simply not fun.
Yeah.
And so, like, after the first semester, I think we talked to Galaxy and we were like, dog, like,
We're
this
not
is-
doing this again.
like,
Yeah.
either
Yeah.
like, well, this team is over, or like, let us play in another conference.
Yep.
And so, like, I don't know if you had to talk to the board or however that worked, but we got to play in ECAC. And in that conference, we were top 8 in the country in our bracket. So,
wow.
like, we went from
Yeah.
getting smoked in
Yeah.
CF1.
There were 2 Grand Valley teams actually in the top 8.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was us and Black, I think.
Yeah, and Cyan, because we were Cyan at that point.
Yeah, we were signed.
Yeah,
we were Red
yeah.
first semester, Cyan second semester, and then, yeah, it was us and GVSU Black that were in.
Yeah. They made it to the finals, I think.
I think they did. That team was cracked. That was like when Dive and Daryl were both on that team. Like, that was a cracked team. Shout out Dive if you're watching, by the way.
Love Jacob.
Yeah, he's a great kid.
Cool. So, what do you think went well this season? Do you have any reflections on this past season?
I think we grew a lot as the season went on.
Yeah.
We had a couple player swaps
Yes, you did.
throughout the first semester, in between semesters.
Yeah, you guys did. But it seemed like when you added Jenna, you guys just picked up right where you left off.
Yeah.
And then Phoenix and Crave came in at the second semester. Was that the start of the second semester?
Yep.
And then later you had, I'm blanking on her name.
Grace.
Grace, yes, you had Grace join in, yes, and it seemed like no matter who you guys were playing with, like in like the third and fifth positions, or third, fourth and fifth positions, whatever. No matter who you had, you guys always just played well together. I feel like. Yeah, mesh. Thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just a testament to the culture of the team. I mean, now another question with that is, have you guys with all these new players, have some of you like, I mean, you and Kirsten basically, I guess at this point, like role swaps, things like that? How does that work? Shifting agents, that kind of deal.
Right. Me and Kirsten, me and Crow don't really change that much.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody else was kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
There were some constraints that the girls had. You know, they didn't want to play certain agents, didn't want to play certain roles or whatever. And we kind of had to make that work around them.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just however it fit together. I mean, if we were going into a practice and we were practicing a new map,
Yeah.
you know, Sky would just be like,
This is what you're
okay, start. No. He was not like that at all.
Okay.
And I wish he would have been.
Some more direction. Yes.
Yeah, he was like, okay, just like list agents that you guys want to play. And then we would like build a comp.
Sure. Yeah.
Fair enough. Did you guys ever look at, like, I know one thing that we do for our premier teams for maps and stuff like that is we will watch pro VODs. Did you ever like base comps off of pro VODs, or just kind of more what you guys are comfortable with?
More of what we're comfortable with. Yeah.
Fair enough.
For sure.
Yeah.
Playing comfort's never a bad thing, even if it's not meta. You know, I've been playing Omen for 5 years. At various times, he's been meta and not.
Yep.
But playing comfort is super important, I feel like.
Yeah, dude. The hands make all the difference. Swear to God. Can't play Brim. Can't play Breach either. Big, bulky hands.
Yeah.
Doesn't count for me. It's got, I mean, Chamber, Jet, they all got skinny hands, okay? I mean, Tejo's like medium-sized hands, but I play Tejo now and do just fine on Tejo. But yeah, it's got no fat hands and Brim for me. Not gonna happen.
Yeah. Comfort's an interesting way to put it because I didn't get my main.
That's
until
true.
I was on the team.
Yeah.
So
But now you like Sova.
I love Sova.
I remember at the start of last season, after a game, I think in the Discord, you were like, I found my new main agent, and I'm going to go learn all the nerd lineups for it.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
Solo players too. They're all nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got like 15 lineups on Haven.
Well, our buddy Austin, who plays Silva on some maps, he doesn't have lineups. He just says, all right,
Sometimes, yeah.
Start looks like it's good. Boom.
And it'll land outside the
double
map.
tap.
Sometimes I do that and it lands and it's crazy.
I know. You always feel like the best of all time when something like that lands. But then, you know, the 60% of the time that it just goes off the map, you're like,
Yeah.
okay. Eesh.
Or I jump wrong and
Yeah.
the dart lands in front of me and I'm like, nobody saw that. No.
Yeah.
nobody saw that, dude. Nobody saw that. Or you pop yourself alt and you just get pushed right away. And it's like, all right,
Yeah.
okay, what am I supposed to do?
There's a really good clip in the last game that Ben streamed on his own.
Yeah.
Where I'm ulting from hell
yeah.
Sun, and they think I'm main ulting.
He showed.
Can I actually, Sam, can I send you that clip?
You clipped that on your own stuff, didn't you?
Did Sam say yes? I don't have a
Yes, you did.
I sent him both perspectives.
It was yes.
'Cause we had a VOD of
You're
it,
killing
so-
half the team from hell, and nobody's looking at you.
I just want to look at this clip again because it's ridiculous.
It makes no
It's
sense.
so silly.
The awareness is crazy.
The unawareness is crazy.
Well, sarcasm. But yes, it's the same type of awareness that I see of people who drive around this campus sometimes.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
Zero awareness.
So yeah, this is I just sent it to you. So let's waffle for a little bit while Sam gets that ready, if possible. Yeah, that. Do you have any goals for next year? Like next season?
That's a good question. Find girls to play on the team.
Yeah. Okay.
How many slots need to be filled?
It's a good start. We have like I think 2 or 3 spots.
Okay. Well, there you go. Sam says she'll play.
Okay, that's great.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, because in the episode that didn't exist, you said that Jeeb, if she gets a GA ship, then maybe she'll be able to play. Maybe because that's a lot of work. Great, that's just a lot of work.
So.
All right. Well,
that's your ad right there.
yeah,
Join the GC.
Yeah,
Join
we've
the
got
GC.
spots.
yeah. Reach out to
Any of us.
yeah.
Yeah, what's special about the GC team, Abby? Tell them why they should.
Yeah, tell us about Game Changers in general.
Give us like a 60-second
'Cause we know.
breakdown marketing ad right now.
That's a long ad.
No.
No.
You're a business major.
This is your pitch.
No,
Your
God.
elevator pitch. Yeah.
No, we're just like a super fun group of girls. We get to play games together.
Yeah.
I feel really special in the LEC. Being a girl in the LEC
Yeah,
feels like I'm better than all the guys in there. So
fair enough.
it's like
fair enough.
you just get to be like, actually, this is my seat and it's reserved for me. So
Yeah.
you have to move, but
Yeah. Premier player.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough. What else is special about it in terms of the culture? Oh, never mind. Okay, we're going. This is it. They have no idea.
So
I'm missing.
what's happening? This is
Oh,
from
I'm
our
missing.
team's
That's
perspective.
wrong side.
I didn't even know they were.
They just have no idea.
So
Still don't.
yeah, they have an absolute.
I don't know that.
Oh,
You cut to like 18 seconds.
Thank you.
So
Where
Abby's,
the fade is just on the ground.
yeah.
To me.
What?
Maybe 18
My God.
So Abby's ulting from hell here. Fade is just right there. Doesn't see the ultimate come out. Abby kills the fade and then
What?
Cypher because Cypher thought she was mid.
My God.
Question mark?
That's when you hit him with the question.
So I'm thinking that
Oh, I'm
they
missing.
drop from
Oh, I'm missing. That's wrong side.
trail.
Yeah, yeah.
I would see. And so they just don't even say.
They don't even consider that.
Oh,
And honestly, Europe, this clip is Jeep right before this clip starts. She swings out of main because your ult was like a little bit.
Yeah, I was missing
Yeah.
very badly, frankly.
So Jeep swings out of the smoke, gets the person on the spike, which
Yeah.
allows you to do that. So
Yes.
and I mean, it's always you two in the clutch scenarios. So I'm sure you've rewatched a lot of the VODs, but we talk about that quite regularly. Is that not that you're baiting because you guys tend to win. You tend to win.
That was something that you and
Okay, all right.
you and Eric had said.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, that
No.
It comes out. The T comes out.
No. I that never happened. That actually seems like a little bit of fake news. Anyways, let's move on to the
chat. Roll the clip. It's out there.
Yeah, scrubbing through hours of Game Changers VODs to find the one time I said that.
I think it was Eric that said it.
Okay, yeah, boom. I wouldn't say that.
Come on, Issy.
Yeah, let's blame. Even if it was me, we'll blame it on Mr. Beauregard. All right. So
Game changers of VCT, bro. I saw
Yeah.
it today.
Oh, yeah.
Vitality and Apex are playing. I got to see Fluorescent play. I'd never actually like seen any of her live gameplay before. She's
Yeah.
playing Yoru on Lotus today.
she's crazy. She's insane. She is actually insane. And I know that you don't watch much VCT, but you know about Floor.
Yes.
So well, doesn't matter. How do you feel about the fact that Game Changers is separate from VCT normally? Do you think that's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing?
I like that it's separate,
Yeah.
at least in the way that it is.
Mhm.
It kind of gives, women and marginalized genders a platform,
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
someone to
stage.
Yep.
Yes.
I completely
100%.
agree. I think that that's important because, I have in my notes that Potter played on EG in 2021, and now Floor is on Apex, but before it's never really like taken off.
Yeah.
It's always been like, oh, I remember Shopify Rebellion, or no, some team in Counter-Strike fielded an all-female roster at a male event once.
Okay.
Once.
Yeah. Right. It's a rare.
Right.
It's a rare.
It was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Instead of this amazing thing that Riot actually is dedicated to.
Yeah.
And I think that's super awesome.
Yeah, I think the Game Changers bracket gives them a platform to like make their name and get the exposure.
Yeah,
Rather
man.
than if it was just VCT, maybe a lot of these players wouldn't have gotten the
Right.
exposure that they have. now,
100%.
right? Like, yeah.
Even Floor,
Yeah.
you need to have somewhere to prove yourself before you go to VCT, right? And the fact is, like, a lot of the women and marginalized genders, like a lot of these players, they just don't get picked up by challengers teams. They just don't.
Yeah.
So
Very unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's good that Riot is committed to GC. I think.
Absolutely. This is big dubs from Riot, honestly. And they don't take a lot of dubs. So.
And I'm also really happy that predominantly male teams or VCT teams are willing to sign female players.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It really is awesome.
It's super awesome. Maybe we'll see Sentinels sign a female player sometime.
Well, you got to replace 10 somehow.
That's
Yeah.
Well, they
go
go
to
to
replace 10
Find that female tens.
Yeah.
She's out there.
well, that's fluorescent, bro.
Okay, I think 4 might actually be better than 10's ever was, but you can go back to the first
This is debatable. I'm not
the
even
first
gonna
Laker
say,
LAN
so.
podcast ever.
Ben is a tens hater.
I'm a 10's hater.
I do feel like I remember hearing that.
He's a tens hater.
I'm actually like generally like a Sentinels hater,
Okay.
but
I don't like Sentinels either. I hunt at these fans over here. So yeah.
now Austin guy's the GOAT.
Yeah. Sam says we got clips to watch.
Sure.
Fallow clips, bro. I forgot to submit mine.
Dude, I get like 4Ks and I just never upload.
I'm gonna watch Jones.
This Spanish.
Oh,
Spike.
oh, I remember this one. Yeah.
Yeah, Adam.
It's a 4K W.
So the fault line and the orbital strike.
This is like
That's every Brim's like dream. But they're down 6-11. They probably still lost this game.
Spike down. C. One enemy remaining.
I still don't understand how that Reyna doesn't kill him there, but you know.
You said that that's one of his worst clips.
Really?
Spike down.
If only I had a like 5 seconds.
If he hits that like last judge shot, I think he whiffed it, then probably would have been way cool. This
Down. B.
fine.
Enemy
Why do it? Also, I know you. After that, make totally better. Oh,
Oh,
Quick little 3-piece. Still a good clip. Still a good clip.
it was.
Oh, my bad. I can't count. Actually, that's why I was a B8.
We don't ask why there's something for in the clip.
Yeah.
all right, Cam.
We don't.
The Pitbull, Mr. Houtman.
C.
No, I want my Twitter clip.
One enemy remaining. Hey.
All right, Cam. We gotta talk about the crouch spraying, bro. I think every single one of those was a crouch spray.
Let's check. Nope. First one
He
wasn't.
crouched at the end.
That's for the second crouch.
My Twitter clip.
One enemy.
Crouch.
But the first one wasn't. It was just the other 4.
Yeah, just the other.
80% of them. Yeah.
Yeah, he's another chaotic. Yeah, I remember this. This like target.
Yeah.
As here is just disgusting, Bob.
That cute. Oh, God.
It's like so easy in those scenarios to just get so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And you start shooting in the middle of them.
Yes, and then you don't kill anybody, bro. But the calmness there. Oh my!
That cute.
That's just so clean.
Especially because the Reyna wasn't full block.
Entry. 2 maybe.
Mara, come with you mid.
You say smoke me when you have a chance.
Yep, throwing it now.
I see Pony on.
I'm starting to take this phase on. I'm gonna flash down in.
Yeah, plus.
That works.
So
Okay.
30 seconds left.
Alright.
Spike
Bro, get-
down A.
Is a Dak flip? Fuck him.
Yeah, bro.
Dak just got an ace.
All right, bro.
Entry. 2 maybe.
Mara, come with you mid.
You say smoke me when you have a chance.
Yo, Jeff.
You're pissed.
I'm starting to take this phase on.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, flash. That works.
All right.
So
Okay.
30 seconds left.
Alright.
We don't want to see the kill feed, bro.
I can't.
This was 30. Emery just submitted.
I'm signed an elbow.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
My results don't do that. How did
Elbow.
that person?
Well, we have the same raises.
So here, I found you. Done. I think Phony replied to this and said like teammates are optional. I guess. I mean, disgusting. That's the for one.
I mean, it's a 2v5.
One time.
You didn't really have teammates there.
Yeah, they're optional. They did not.
20 remaining.
I mean, this is just 30. This is just actually disgusting. Here, I found you.
Side note, I hate Clove. What is that? What is that garbage? Being able to smoke there?
All right, who is this?
The Cypher.
Cam again?
Blue drop.
Ah, blue. Okay. You, the Sun Classic, bro. Can we cover that up in post pod?
100 play set with the 100 thieves.
Honestly, just cardboard. Just
One enemy remaining.
The right click, go crazy. 3 bullets. What are you gonna do?
pick them.
Pick up my ghost.
30 seconds left.
Oh, no, Dragon is him.
The real explorer.
W blue. Is that it? Is that all our
I
clips?
think
All right,
that's
cool.
it.
Wait, I would like to vote. Can we submit a vote of who was the best for this week?
The
Dax Sky clip. No, the Sky clip of Miata. The target selection.
Oh, Dax kill feed clip.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
so we
was
got
clean.
one for the kill feed and
No,
two
I'm
for
kidding.
Miata's
It
Sky
has
clip,
to
bro.
be. It has to be Miata's.
Yeah, that was disgusting. Disgusting. Game. Val GeoGuessr. Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Remember? Do you remember how this works?
Yes. I'm not gonna say anything this time. I'm just gonna let you guys talk.
Yeah, because you're usually wrong.
Okay, bro. There were a couple times you guys did shit.
Can you do hard and
And guess map.
yeah, guess map? Yeah.
Yup.
Uh-huh.
Bang. Okay. Do I say what I think this is, bro?
Yeah.
Do I?
Say it.
Is it Breeze? That was my guess.
I think
No.
Split?
That was what I was maybe gonna guess.
I don't think
Like-
it's split.
like
we're on split.
I was thinking B stairs to B heaven.
No, it's a solid roof.
Is it?
Yeah.
Uh-uh. The walls don't
Maybe,
look right.
maybe I don't know where there's pipes in the ceiling, so.
The lighting.
But also like
seems
this,
weird.
yeah,
Yeah.
like bindy almost, like the yellowy.
Yeah, but there's no pipes on bind. Well, there are pipes, but not up.
Maybe it is breeze.
I don't know where it would
My
be
thought
on
was Abyss, but
Breeze.
Abyss isn't on the list, so
Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's not a time. There's not a timing here. Is it? All right. Well, I actually don't know. My guess is either breeze or split, dude. I don't know.
wait, this might. Yeah, you might be right with split.
Let's go split. It is split.
Well, that's
Yeah, I know, but bro, honest to God, I think it's.
I thought it was sewer.
well. Yeah, you could be right. I think it's too tight or too, like that cubby's not that deep. But also, where else? You know.
I mean,
Okay, so Sam, bottom right.
where
corner.
else it's gonna be on Breeze, I guess.
Where do you know where sewer is? All right, bet. Like upper towards
Towards mid.
towards mid. Yeah.
To the left.
No.
To the right.
no, like the corner where the bend is. Actually, look, he could.
I thought. Well,
Do you think it's up?
yeah. If it's anywhere there,
in
it's
that-
there.
yeah,
I don't
right
think
there.
this is the right map though.
I think it is. All right, bet. Damn.
It was
It was Breeze.
Where was it? Yeah,
A
see, like,
main.
no, but like Cave's not like that, and it's never been like that since I've been playing the game.
That's
It's
ridiculous.
not like that anymore. Yeah.
All
It
right.
used to be like that.
Next. Oh, this is Icebox A site.
A heaven. Yeah. By the door.
See, I can get some sites right.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, it is. A heaven. Back of like A, the bottom of A there.
Left.
Left more. All the way to the left corner.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. Boom.
Looking at it, yeah.
Bang. Yeah, yeet.
Okay.
This
I know where this is.
be split. Do you think it's
I
split?
have no idea.
It's not split.
No? What do you think it is?
This is Icebox and Kitchen.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like so, Icebox.
Yeah, where, bro?
Go down a little bit. So see this all to the
In there,
right,
yeah.
right there. Yeah.
In the hall?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
That's
Y'all need to
not-
look up more.
Yeah, I don't.
There's like that big green wall right there. There's a yellow one next to it.
This is fracture.
That is fracture. Where
It's going into CT spawn, I think.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Oh, there's stairs right there actually.
No. Is it on? It's on fracture.
It's fracture. Yeah, it's fracture.
Actually this might be right outside of CT spawn by dish, bro. Like nope, go up cuz CT spawn's right in the middle there. It's like it's right by the jump, like the little stair thingy. I don't know how to describe it, bro. Go up and to the right, that little corner.
I personally,
Where do you think it is?
I think it's A main, like stairs, like onto the top of A site.
Oh, actually, yep, that's correct.
Yeah, I agree
Top
with
left
that.
corner of base site. Top left corner of base site, right outside of the entrance of A main,
Like a little bit to the right and up of where you are currently.
and a little to the right. Just a little bit. There you go, right there.
I could be tripping,
I
but
think that's it.
Yeah.
W.
okay, I'm on fire tonight, kind of.
Okay, well, this is obviously Ascent,
Well, that's a sign.
and it's in Garden, I think. I think that's Garden. I'm pretty.
There's 2 doors that look like this on this map.
I'm fairly certain it like that tree, Sam. Go down a little bit.
Oh, whoa!
Nope. Up a little bit more.
What?
I don't think
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't think that's it?
Maybe I just don't play this site enough.
I thought that was.
I was thinking it's. Well, where do you think it is?
I don't know. I feel like I've never seen those doors before.
I feel like it's either
be
like
crazy, though.
right outside of B main, or right by T spawn in top, like to the left by the gelato place, the ice cream store.
Actually,
Because there's 2 of these, and I always spray my omen spray, like on the top of it there. It's like, because it's a half circle.
not wine though, right? Could it be wine?
I don't think the brick's the right color for wine.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
I think this is the one outside of B main.
Okay. Oh, like the
The other side towards T spawn.
little hut that's there.
Yeah, it's near there. Yeah.
That little.
So that's T spawn. Go down.
square, Sam, on the right side over there.
Well, I don't think it is the hut. I think it's next to the hut. Yeah, sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Where was it?
Oh, it was in tiles.
Okay.
Okay.
Fooey.
Sure.
All right. Well, we did pretty good.
Yeah, let's just not talk about that first one.
W.
Sorry, Breeze. Breeze has never looked like that.
It's also
No, it hasn't looked like that in like 4 years. So.
yes. So I guess that kind of wraps us up. Do you want to get? Is there anything else you want to say, as the end of the LuckyDucky podcast?
I don't think so.
No, nothing you want to say. Nothing you want to promote. You don't want to promote.
Do you want me to promote myself?
That's up to you, dude. I totally up to you.
I figured you'd do like a whole
Oh, a whole bit.
bit, like an election.
Oh.
The elections are going.
Well, maybe I was gonna do that after you. Okay, I'll do it now because she segued it for me.
I mean, I'm here.
This episode comes out this Friday. Okay, Friday the 18th. Election forms are out. They're in the GVSU Esports announcement channel. Okay, please click there's a top link there. Vote. Make sure you put your name on it. All that stuff. If you have not filled out my form from August, which is the new club membership form, if you try to fill out a ballot and you haven't filled out, well, it was in August I made it. So like in the, since then. So if you haven't filled out that form, it's also linked in the announcement, www.gvsu.edu/esports/join. If you haven't filled out that form and you vote, your vote's not counted. Sorry.
Can it be
So-
a Laker link?
No. You have to fill out the new form. That's the whole point.
I think I need to fill that form out.
Fill out the form. If you haven't filled out that form, fill out the form. Fill out the ballots. It closes Sunday night, the 20th at 11:59 p.m.
On Easter.
Yes. Abby is running for Valor game leader. Okay. Insert
Yes.
pony graphic here, because for election fairness, there's a pony graphic there. Please vote. There's a couple spots that are running uncontested, but they have confirmationary votes, so you can vote yes or no whether you want them to be confirmed. And yeah, vote, fill out the club membership form, and thank you, Abby, for joining us on this episode
Yeah,
of the
you're
Laker LAN. Awesome. So what do we think? We just had Abby on the podcast, so it's awesome, man. We got a little bit of an introduction for Game Changers for those people out there who maybe didn't know what Game Changers was.
Yeah, it's super important to make sure that we have like the space for people to exist in the esports club. Like Abby said, she is happy that she's able to go into the LEC and just like exist and to have that place.
Yep.
So I think that's super important. I'm super happy that Grand Valley has that.
I agree. It's like the sticker on my water bottle says, esports for everybody.
Yep.
That's what we're here for. And if you haven't read the Laker Next article that Sam wrote, that's what it was, right? The Laker Next article?
Yeah, GV Next.
Yeah, both me and Ben are featured in there. And my amazing motivational quote that was in there was, the Esports Club is like the most inclusive spot on campus, dude. We have something for everybody.
That's true.
Video games brings everybody together. So if you're watching this, randomly it was put on your feed and you're watching this, you go to GVSU and you're not part of the Esports Club, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come to the LEC, play esports with us. I have people like every day, every single day, well, play video games, okay? Same difference. When people come into the LEC randomly, they'll be like, oh, what's this about? They come check it out. I answer their questions. I've had so many people come in there, and then they come in there like every week after that, right? It's the best, most amazing place on all of GVSU's campus.
It definitely is, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have it. But just thank you again to LuckyDucky for coming on the podcast with us today and hanging out.
Yeah, it was a great time, and
absolutely
we're happy able to do it.
Yeah. We did vote on the clip of the week from earlier that we saw. So if you guys want your clips, whatever game it might be, any game, you guys want your clips to be reviewed and voted on for clip of the week, put them in the clip of the week chat and
at broadcast.
Yes, at broadcast team, and we will review them on the next episode of the podcast. So thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of the Laker LAN podcast, hosted by yours truly, me and Ben.
Yep.
The Ben and Evan Show. And we will catch you back next week. Peace.